We had a very good start, stayed out of trouble in turn 1. And basically from there onwards I could just manage my race. Opted for the 2-stop, which I think was going to work out really well. But yeah, unfortunately with the red flag we had to restart again, and it was all about again having a good start and stay out of trouble in turn 1, which I think we did. And after that, yeah, I could just manage the pace to the end.
A new record established today, beating your previous record from last year, 16 wins in the season. Max, the title's done. How do you keep this fire in your belly, or is that just the way you're hardwired?
Winning is very motivating.
Massive congratulations for your P2 today. How do you keep doing it, apart from being a 7-time champion? How do you keep dragging these performances out of a car that I don't think you have any great love for?
Yeah, she doesn't really want to sometimes do these performances, but with great difficulty. A good, just fighting, just never giving up, keep pushing, just really finessing the balance, and then it's just how you apply the driving and utilize the tires. And yeah, some days I'm able to do it really well, and others so-so. But today and Austin were 10.
I know when you start on pole, obviously you want to finish in P1, but generally, are you satisfied with how you performed here, especially relative to Austin, where it seemed a bit trickier?
I mean, I think personally I couldn't have done anything better. So of course I'm satisfied with my personal performance. But am I happy with the overall performance? Not yet, because I want to be winning races, and at the moment we don't have the car to do that. Even Mercedes seemed to have the upper hand on us today. So again, we had a bit of damage, so I think this played a role into it, but they were very strong.
Obviously I would like to be in the podium, but it was 2 very chaotic starts. Had to lift in both of them to avoid any contact, and yeah, it was like always in Mexico, quite chaotic. Yeah, I got the tyres and everything into a good window and good push, and then had probably one of the best stints I've had almost ever, right, from 14th to 5th. So pace was amazing, very enjoyable, good overtakes, hard racing, and was good fun.
Sorry to ask you this, but with that searing pace, do you dare to dream where you might have ended up in a normal qualifying, so which day?
I would have finished on the podium, but really frustrating. I felt really great after the red flag. I was right behind Carlos, couldn't quite make the overtake. We had to back off because my brakes were overheating, and we were concerned we wouldn't make it to the end. And as soon as I backed off, I lost all the temperature in my tyres, and I just couldn't recover the grip, and it was like a survival to the finish line. I was lucky to finish in P6.
We were probably a little bit hindered to maybe some cars with a medium, but I think we still did well to still grab the top 7. We fought George on the last lap. You know, I think 6 would have been even nicer, but to fight a Mercedes at the end of the race, I think big picture, we have to be very happy.
Yeah, just struggled after the safety car. Yeah, quite a lot of battling, which I'm sure didn't help, but yeah, just struggled for pace. A bit of damage on the car towards the end as well, but yeah, something to look into.
In some ways, the pace wasn't that good, actually. We struggled with the temperature, just like we did in qualifying. A lot of management was needed, and we got the best result we could have done. I think even if yesterday went perfectly, we still would have finished P9. So I'm very happy. I think we maximised everything we had today. Had 2 very good starts, which was the main reason why we scored points, because the pace was okay, but it wasn't quite there.
That strategy risk that we decided to take paid off, and we waited patiently for our moment, and you know that red flag came. We made 3 places at the restart, which was mega, and from there on, yeah, fighting with Nico all the way towards the end, and yeah, we got the points. Hard fought one, but happy with the outcome.
Obviously sad because we're running in P9. I think there was 2 or 4 points on the table, and yeah, with the red flag, it kind of cut all the ground we made on the first stint, and we gave a free pit stop for the guys we were fighting with, so kind of yeah, ruined our race, but yeah, I think we did the best we could.
Well, Yuki, talk to me about the pace that was in the car today up until the touch with Oscar. It looked like so promising for you.
Yeah, car pace was good. I mean, as you saw, we whole weekend, so shame.
Where do you think the fault lies in the incident with Oscar? Is it racing incident on Oscar's side?
No comment.
Was it enjoyable to be fighting with Alpines and those kind of cars?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. You know, I was hanging in there. I was annoying other people. I'm sure they got frustrated seeing my rear wing for so long. So that was good. Gave me some pleasure at least today.
It was a tough one today. Definitely unlucky as well, because the first safety car came like
one lap after we stopped, so that meant lost lots of ground, and obviously in the red flag everyone could change the tires. Restart was fine, but then it was a bit of a train, and eventually ended up crashing with Lance, which was kind of the last nail in the coffin not to get points today.
We boxed for undercut after 8 laps, red flag, and yeah, lost all the track position, tire advantage. Have to use the last start, unfortunately with a used hard tire, which is actually the oldest tire out there for the last race start, and it's just not ideal.
Well, Logan, I was getting all ready to congratulate you on an excellent 12th place, and then suddenly you fell down the order. What happened?
Yeah, disappointing. We were managing issues the whole race. The team did an amazing job trying to guide me through it best they could. Obviously, those last 10 laps, things were getting hectic, getting in a big battle, and we just had an issue with the fuel pump, which meant we couldn't get the fuel to the engine. Disappointing to not finish after giving it everything I had for 71 laps, but yeah, again, a strong Sunday, good pace, happy with myself.
Can you tell me about what happened with Valtteri in the stadium section?
Contact.
Do you think that was his fault though? I think the stewards have ruled no further action on it.
Racing.
Talk to me about this weekend in general. Have you learned much about the car, about the updates?
Yeah, tough weekend for sure. A lot to learn going forward and try and improve.
We felt immediately something wrong in the car. We were quite slow. We let Lance go as well at the beginning just to hope for a better result of the team. But yeah, we were slow in general the race, but not on the race. I think the whole weekend has been a little bit difficult for us. Sometimes you learn more things from the difficulties than from the celebrations, so hopefully it's one of those times.
Kevin, could you just explain what happened out there? Big crash for you.
Yeah, the rear suspension, rear left suspension broke in turn 9. Unfortunately, so in a bad place, I hit the wall.
We saw you getting out of the car, shaking your wrists. Are they okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, it just got a knock on my hands, and they hurt a little bit, but they're fine.
Tremendous start from you, but then it all went wrong into turn 1. Where do you feel the blame lies in that incident?
To be honest, I really feel it was a racing incident. The gap was there, and obviously, as a driver, you take a risk going three cars into turn 1 with these white cars, and I took a risk that I paid a high price for it, but I was also honestly not expecting Charles to brake that late, as he was in the middle, so he had a bit less room for maneuver, and as I was ahead of him, I thought, yeah, he was going to bail out a bit more, but obviously in those decisions, everything happens really late, and it just happened everything a little bit too late, and unfortunately I had a lot of damage in my car.